Zaytoven was born into the noble Dotson family on January 12, 1980, in Frankfurt, Germany. Growing up, he took a keen interest in music, but also enjoyed other activities, such as theatre, poetry, and equestrian horse riding. As a young man, he would take a keen interest in political reform, being particularly outspoken about the unification of East and West Germany. It can be seen at many political events of the time. His family would move to California. During these years, Zaytoven's interest in music would grow, and whilst playing his organ for a school sporting event, he was discovered by Bay Area legend JT the Bigger Figure. JT the Bigger Figure would recruit Zaytoven to help produce songs on his album Something Crucial. These would serve as some of his first producer credits. Zaytoven would move again, this time relocating to Atlanta, Georgia. And it is here where he will become acquainted with Radric Davis, colloquially known among his peers as the Mane of Gucci. The two would meet in barber school, and over the years would start a relationship that would go beyond the Clippers. Gucci Mane himself had aspirations of being a rapper, and the two would start to collaborate on new music. In 2005, Gucci Mane would release his debut album, Trap House, with the hit single, Icy, serving as a launching pad for his career. The single would have features from artists Boo, Lil Will, and Jaquantavius Wilnavius Bartholomew Tavion, Wayne Jenkins. A story I have covered in previous Trapology lessons. Zaytoven's early production can only be described as an internal battle between his gospel pianist origins, his West Coast influences, and the crunk sound that was prevalent in the South. And if you ask me, the beats on Trap House are definitely more crunk leaning. Crunk is a style popularized by artists like Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins. At its core, it is club music, high energy songs with hard-hitting drums and catchy lead rhythms, accompanied by engaging call and response type lyrics. Zaytoven had adapted his sound to appease the musical palates of southern hip-hop fans, while still keeping his melodic flair intact. That being said, I believe that the year 2005 belonged to Young Jeezy, with producers in the CTE camp like Shorty Red and Drummer Boy bringing a much more interesting perspective on trap music. They would serve as the basis for the darker, dirty South sound that would become the meta for modern trap music. 2006, however, would serve as a turning point for Zaytoven's sound with the release of the highly influential and really fucking good mixtape, Chicken Talk. Chicken Talk was when Gucci Mane really found his stride as a rapper. He would match his catchy flow and clever lyrics with production that was slow but still heavy, a combination that really highlighted the strengths of his style. In the middle of it all was the Duke of Frankfurt. Zaytoven would deconstruct the crunk sound and rebuild it from the ground up, introducing more melodic elements and spacious production. Percussion was notably a lot more sparse, with the introduction of a more choppy rhythm. This transition is most notable in the song Kermit the Frog. Here we see the implementation of a minimalist cello melody layered with a staccato section and a sustained violin. Zaytoven used a two-step hi-hat pattern, and for the bass he used his patented 808, where the attack is slightly offset for added bounce. Zaytoven would continue to develop his sound alongside Gucci Mane, with the two collaborating on multiple classic mixtapes. 2008 would be a particularly insane time for the duo, and on each release, Zaytoven would really flex his muscles to show off the versatility of his sound. For example, EA Sports Center would feature a more minimalist production style, with bouncy drums and sparse melodic elements. So Icy Boy would literally sound icy, with Zaytoven using a myriad of bell sounds and light pianos, while also incorporating unique lead melodies and spacey pad sounds, creating one of Gucci Mane's most interesting soundscapes. My personal favorite from this year is Gucci Sosa. where Zaytoven would use more cinematic melodies. I especially like the percussion arrangements on this project, as the beats are very energetic and engaging. Post 2009, Gucci Mane and Zaytoven would still collaborate. However, Gucci Mane would also start to work with other producers and experiment on different beats. Zaytoven would also branch out and work with different artists. For example, Gucci Mane's enigmatic So I See Signee, OJ the Juice Man, would collaborate frequently with Zaytoven, and after his album, The Other Side of the Trap, would become the hottest rapper in Atlanta. Tracks like I'm Getting Money and Make the Trap Say A would become certified trap classics. At this point, Zaytoven was widely acknowledged as a rap production legend, and many artists would seek him out for beats. In the early part of the 2010s, he would rack up major placements from artists like Soulja Boy, Usher, and Future. In 2013, he would start collaborating with the up-and-coming Atlanta trio, Les Migos. Their breakthrough hit Versace would be an international phenomenon, earning a remix from Drake and serving as an advertisement for a luxury brand that wasn't giving them any money. Migos and Zaytoven would continue to collaborate as he produced a majority of the songs on the mixtape No Label 2. Around this time, Zaytoven would implement a notably more melodic sound. Drawn out but beautifully constructed piano melodies would complement his signature percussion sound. Collaborations with Future on his Beast Mode mixtape series, as well as on singles like Too Much Sauce. This sound was particularly influential around 2016, where a lot of producers would try to emulate its essence. And with trap becoming the dominant voice of rap, Zaytoven would widely be considered as one of the most respected producers in the game and a certified hitmaker. He would form working relationships with the hottest artists in the game and inspire whole other genres around his style. In 2018, he would go back to his roots and release the gospel album, Let the Trap Say Amen. Not bad for literal German royalty. Over the years, Zaytoven has used a wide array of equipment. For keyboards, he has explained that many of his signature sounds come from the Roland Phantom, Yamaha Motif, and Korg workstation series. In the 2000s, these keyboards were actually industry standard for hip-hop production, with producers like Manny Fresh, Scott Storch, Timbaland, and the Neptunes also using them. Zaytoven refined his style by only using a select amount of sounds on each keyboard to separate himself from the pack. For drums, Zaytoven would typically opt for an MPC, allowing for more natural percussion. All in all, this setup allows for a hyper-efficient workflow, as Zaytoven himself has said that he pumps out up to 10 beats a day while rarely spending more than 15 minutes on a single beat. Lastly, Zaytoven has a myriad of signature sounds and drum samples. I would highly recommend these videos by Analog Princess to learn more about the origins of these sounds.
Okay, so we're finna start with the drums, because I heard him say that one time. Okay, let's do the melody. So all the sounds I'm gonna use in this video are gonna be either stock sounds or available for free. For example, this bell literally just came off the drum kit I got off of Reddit. Organ is gonna be the draw bar preset off of Citrus. We got this string, it's a cello. This is off of Flex. I found this cool lead on Kepler. And we have the holy Zaytoven 808.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. This is my first Trapology producer edition. I just thought I'd switch it up. So if y'all like the format, let me know in the comments. That beat wasn't great, but if you like the tutorial style content, y'all can go subscribe to my other channel. I got better tutorials on there, and I got more coming soon. This beat and other beats will be available on my track train. Link in the description if I fucking remember. And yeah, thank you for watching. And y'all niggas gay.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we have an African American guy.